You're watching Marsha on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. I'm Marsha Littlejohn, and this is going to be a very, very informative topic because we're talking about childhood cancer, and we're talking about how St. Baldricks is going to wipe it out. And this is the month of September when we all need to know all about those statistics. And we are so grateful because, first of all, we have Audrey Richey, and she is Dan Richey's wife. Is that what you always get?
I do.
Well, he says the same thing. So when you talk to Dan, he says, I'm Audrey's husband. So it's wonderful to have you here, Audrey. Great to see you. And along with you, Cookie Mannino. And I love it because I do know you as Cookie with St. Baldricks. You do such a wonderful job, Cookie, of spreading the word. You and Missy, of course, get the word out. What I want to say is to have you, first of all, thank you so much for coming on and bringing our Woman of the Year. But I'd love for you, first of all, to really talk to our audience about St. Baldricks. This is the month of September, and this is the month that we want everyone to realize that we are going to wipe out childhood cancer.
And we have the ability to do that. I think what folks need to know is that in September alone, over 14,000 children will be diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, golly.
And that's a sad number. We have to conquer kids' cancer, and that's our mission to do so. What's even sadder is that the National Cancer Institute budget for childhood cancer research is only 4%.
Ah.
So it's St. Baldricks that wants to compensate and go well and above that 4%.
Well, I think that was one of the statistics that startled me was when I realized that with all of us that give to the American Cancer Society, we give and we give and we give, and yet only that less than 4% goes to any research that was helping to cure childhood cancer. And when you see these precious children, I'm sitting here looking at you, and he is bald.
Which is scary.
But that, you are bald because you choose to be bald.
That's correct.
And I have to say, our very special guest here, Audrey Richey, was bald because she saw the importance of St. Baldricks in curing childhood cancer. Isn't that true?
Yes, it is.
Do you know what I want you to do a little bit further, though, Cookie, if you will, is give a few more of those statistics, because I think when we think about St. Baldricks, I love that story about the two gentlemen that went into the Irish pub. Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
Yes, it actually started with three friends in New York City who were trying to raise $7,000 for a child with cancer. And they decided that one way to do that might be to shave one of the gentleman's head. And he was a good old Irishman with a big red head of hair. And he thought, well, I can do this and raise $7,000. And that year, that was in the year 2000, he raised $104,000.
Oh my golly. Oh.
Today, we are, as a foundation, granting over $175 million to childhood cancer research.
Oh, that is so fantastic.
And thank you, Audrey, for helping.
Yes, indeed. And we're going to come back in 60 seconds as well and let everyone know why and how Audrey helped so tremendously right here in our own Treasure Coast with our own St. Baldricks. And of course, yes, she does have hair, but she did have it shaved. So we're going to come back and talk with Audrey in just a moment and let you know how proud we are of everyone who dedicates and gives their time and their hair to St. Baldricks. Cookie, stay right there. Audrey, stay right there. We'll be right back in 60 seconds.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare Supplement Team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
And welcome back. As promised, only 60 seconds we took that break. And while we were taking the break, of course, I was thinking so much about St. Baldricks and how it came about. And Cookie, you were explaining to us. And of course, Audrey was sitting there shaking. No, but it was just so wonderful because I looked at Audrey and I thought, I remember running into her at the Riverside Park, and you came up to us, to Carl and me, and said, took off your hat and said, "I'm Audrey Richey." And of course she had shaved her head, and you shaved it, and you were so proud because you shaved it for such a wonderful, wonderful cause. How many people do you think in Indian River County, Cookie, have really worked and shaved their heads? Do we have numbers?
We do. Each year we shave about 150 heads in Indian River County. And I'm proud to say that this year, in 2015, with Audrey's help,
yes,
we raised $162,000.
That is tremendous.
And you'll know this because she is truly the Woman of the Year. Audrey alone raised $15,500. More than any woman in the entire southeast region of the country. So, Audrey, that's a lot to be proud of.
I want you to say that one more time. Our own Audrey Richards, right here with our own St. Richey. We know Doctor. You're not a doctor, but she's Dan Richey's wife. Audrey Richey is our Woman of the Year because right here in Indian River County, right here on the Treasure Coast, with the foundation, which of course is St. Baldricks, which is really all over the country as well.
Worldwide, yes.
Worldwide. But tell me once again how much she raised.
Audrey Richey raised $15,500 to cure childhood cancer.
Oh,
that is
boy.
a phenomenal number. And Audrey, may I do this now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Audrey, on behalf of the St. Baldricks Foundation, I'm going to be like Missy and cry.
Yes, oh, I know.
On behalf of the St. Baldricks Foundation, we would like to award you the fundraising Shavey Woman of the Year for raising more money than any woman in the entire southeast of the United States of America. Audrey, thank you for conquering kids' cancer.
Thanks.
Oh, bless her heart. I have to say to all of our viewers that Audrey, when we were talking about it even previously, not this because this is kind of a surprise to her, that even she, when I asked you about the story when you were at Captain Hiram's, because you had no idea that you were going to go and meet your family there at the event, but you went with hair, you came home with no hair. Mm-hmm. All right, tell me that story.
Well, I just was going to join my family, my husband, one of my 3 children, her husband, some friends. They were all gathered there to support this fundraiser, and one of my friends, Will Collins, the son of Tom, owner of Captain Hiram's, was shaving his head, and so I was just there to support the cause. And it was just the love that I saw among all the people and the desire to help children with cancer, and I just wanted to be a part of it, and I just couldn't help myself. Just a split-second decision that I signed me up, and
But you did ask Dan.
Yes, I said to Dan, what do you think? I feel like I need to do this, and he said, if you do it, I'll put up $1,000 for you.
Boy.
So there was no backing out.
Oh, see, that gives me goosebumps. That just shows that you have such support. And when you think about the Richey family and how supportive they are of our entire community, and now we're going to take a little break in just a moment, just 60 seconds, and then come back. But I love the story because part of what really made you reach out to is you did speak with one of the children.
Yes.
And I think that is so key as well, and that just touches your heart. And then when you learn the statistics, wow. St. Baldricks, we're going to be back in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Yes, indeed. We are back after that 60-second break, and what you're looking at right now, of course, is this award that was given to our guest, none other than Audrey, I'm going to say this right, Audrey Richey, who, of course, is the Woman of the Year with our St. Baldricks Foundation, and raising over $15,000 just by herself, which really contributed to how much did the
$162,000 this year for St. Baldricks, Indian River County.
And with how many people shaving their heads?
Just about 150.
Wow, unbelievable. Well, it is believable, because when you see and you hear the statistics, I'll let you hold that.
Okay.
But Audrey, you were telling the story too, when, of course, how it just touched you and you just had to do it. And Dan, of course, reached right in there. Your families reached in, all of your friends, and you raised over $15,000. But a lot of it is because you not only felt, you saw a young child. Tell me about that experience.
I was drawn to the little girl. Her name is Danica, and she was diagnosed when she was only, I think, 6 months old with some type of cancer. Do you know what kind?
I don't.
Okay, but it's just awful.
Childhood cancer.
She is now 7 and is still battling. Not cured yet, and because of the heavy doses, they didn't know how to treat it in a child, so the medicines were too strong, and it caused her to be blind, or I think it's legally blind, and that just broke my heart.
Sure.
But she had the most beautiful spirit, and someone asked her, "Danica, what's your motto?" And she shook her little fist and said, "Never quit, never quit." And I just thought, oh my goodness, if she can do this, I mean, I can shave my head for, and be bald for a small period of time.
Bless your heart, because that, of course, is what they are too. And it's interesting because here we sit telling this story to all of our viewers, and Missy Elward, who has been so active and wonderful in this effort to raise money and get the word out. She's sitting over there videoing this, but she's crying. I mean, because it touches your heart every time you turn around. But what I looked at, Cookie, I was looking at the bottom of your notes over here. Those statistics, and that one statistic blew my mind.
Yes, sad. Childhood cancer kills more children than any other disease. And that we need to fix.
Absolutely. And when I don't know if you're just tuning in, but when you gave the statistics earlier that really less than 4% of our money that we give to cancer, only less than 4% goes to research to help cure childhood cancer. And what you discussed, Audrey, was the fact that just the medications, we didn't even know about that.
Today, we only have 2 approved medications for children. And I think that is what we need to address immediately, because to Audrey's point, a child of 6 months old couldn't possibly withstand what an adult could.
Sure.
And yet, we only have 2 approved medications for childhood cancer.
Oh boy, well, we only have about 1 minute left. So I want to just maybe put a plea out there to all of our viewers how they can help and support St. Baldricks.
And they can in so many different ways. Of course, donating to the St. Baldricks Foundation on stbaldricks.org is the official foundation website. Here in Indian River County, we have an event coming up in March, on March 19th, over at Captain Hiram's, where we will again shave 150 heads, and maybe better, 200, and raise over $200,000 as our goal this year. And just come out and spread the word.
Well, there is an invitation. There is an invitation to every single person to come out and be a part of St. Baldricks. And if you don't want to shave your head, donate, because we need to cure childhood cancer. And Audrey, thanks so very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
She had no idea that she was going to be Woman of the Year, but it's wonderful, and wonderful what you did as well. And your hair grew back wonderfully, as a matter of fact.
As is yours.
It is fun though. That was fun. But and then when you go to Frank the Barber, instead of having to go to except Missy's a hairdresser, so I have to be careful. But thank you all so very much. St. Baldricks, it should be on the tip of your tongue every time you turn around. St. Baldricks, curing childhood cancer. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See Arts in Depth with Barbara Hoffman Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 and 10 p.m. Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com. Advertise your business on Buzz TV. Email buzztvnetwork@gmail.com or call 772-777-1382.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn, and I am here with two of the most dynamite people I have ever known in my life. And I can tell you, just having fun talking with them about so many different subjects. First of all, way over there to my right is John Walcott, and I have to tell you that am I saying that correctly?
John Walcott?
Yes, okay, but I say Cloudwalker.
Oh yeah, Cloudwalker. I am Cloudwalker Foundation.
He is indeed. Every time I think of John Walcott, I think of the Cloudwalker. Every time I look at the clouds, John, I think, oh, are you walking up there? But it's wonderful to see you as well.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Well, do you know, one of the wonderful things is when you came on my radio show the other day, you brought this wonderful Chris Wind. And Chris Wind, you are phenomenal. I love your philosophy. I love what you do. And you love what you do too, right?
Yes, indeed. Indeed. I've learned a lot of wonderful things throughout life, and then a lot of things from this man here, so I just spread it to the people.
That's what does it all. Well, what I want to do is talk about, of course, as a Cloudwalker, and both of you in that foundation, you have various programs, and just join in, both of you, because the after-school program for young people, to me, is one of the most vital things, and maybe the savior of our world, because we have to give some recognition to these kids. We have to pay attention to these kids. Tell me about your after-school program.
Well, it started 1989 as the Whole Body Youth Program. Originated in West Palm Beach. This was a way the city had cut the after-school programs at that time. So the merchants in the area decided to support a program that I had there to keep kids off the street and keep them busy. Gradually, it grew. Volunteers came forward in math and music, English, and we had a nice program where the children would study not only martial arts, but they would get help with their homework. So over time, it grew into our organization now, the Cloudwalker Foundation.
Oh.
Yeah. We work with children from single-family homes via youth guidance, a mentorship program.
Yes.
And from the homeless family, children from the Homeless Family Center. So we provide,
that's right here on the Treasure Coast.
Right here in Vero Beach, right on Treasure Coast. We provide not only some tutoring programs, but also free martial arts instruction, along with a free uniform after 6 weeks with good grades, good behavior.
Do you know what I want to ask you?
Sure.
When that young person, and we're talking what ages?
The youngest we have is 5 to 17.
Boy.
Yeah.
All right, they take a little bit of martial arts. They realize they can defend themselves. They don't have to be bullied anymore. How important is that for a child?
It's amazing watching the empowerment.
Yeah.
Confidence gives them not only the ability to learn, the ability to get strong. They don't get as sick as they used to. They can even walk away from a fight with dignity.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what I love too, and we're going to have to hesitate for just a moment, 60 seconds, then we'll be back. But what I love also is all those things that you're mentioning, John Walcott. It not only gives them that confidence, it gives them respect. It gives them, because a confidence gives you respect. You don't have to be nasty if you're not confident.
Exactly.
And that's the nicest thing about this too, is because you're really building these kids. We're talking about the Cloudwalker Foundation. We're here with Chris Wind and, of course, John Walcott, and we're talking about the different programs. I love it because you still are working out there on the beach, aren't you?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well,
15 years now.
Oh, boy. And they're not just watching clouds either, I can tell you. So we're going to talk about all the different programs and how you as an adult, and how if you have insomnia, how we can work on that as well. So don't go away. We'll be right back talking about Cloudwalker and Cloudwalker Foundation. Stay with us.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage. but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
And we are back once again, continuing our talk about the Cloudwalker Foundation and all of what they're doing. When we went out, John, we were talking about, of course, the after-school program. And Chris, I understand you work very diligently with these kids as well.
Oh, yes. I encountered a few of the students when I was working at Gifford Youth Achievement Center. And as a youth, I knew how important it was for me, you know, growing up and keeping me out of trouble, keeping my mind focused. I wanted to make sure the kids stuck with it, you know, and then grab those tools that you get from martial arts. Yes.
You know, martial arts, I'd love to take it. Is that chop? Oh, no, it's not the chop, right? Oh, okay. It's a
more
lot
than the chop.
It's always been a way to train the youth around the world, depending on which culture you visit. It's been a very empowering. If children trained in martial arts tend to get in less trouble, they tend to be more focused, and as I said, they avoid a lot of the tribulations of childhood diseases, immune system, colds, flus.
Do you know, I wish we had hours to talk about this, and I know that some of our viewers out there will want to know how they can get involved, so let's get that right off the bat, because how do people find out more about the Cloudwalker Foundation and how they can get involved?
We're always looking for volunteers and, of course, donations. We are located 1533 US 1, Kmart Plaza. And our program runs Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturdays from 6. Saturdays, I beg your pardon, from 12 to 1:30.
Do you have a website?
www.thecloudwalker.com.
All right, and you can find out all of those different dates and everything on there as well, too. But that's great. Now, we talked about the after-school program, so important. And, of course, Chris, you were talking about how it really involves children to be the best that they can be.
Indeed.
And I have to say, I mean, this guy, who are you today?
I'm Chris Wynn. When I'm in martial arts mode, I'm Chris Wynn.
Okay, all right, but let me tell you, he wears a lot of different hats and some wonderful hats, but all with that same, every one of them is that be the best that you can be, and you can be it.
That's central.
And that's what I love. But I want to talk about some of these free workshops, because you have workshops coming up, and when I saw the word insomnia, now this is for seniors, insomnia and panic attacks.
Well, it's growing, you know. Qigong, which we do as a methodology, as a program, is it's one of the foundations of traditional Chinese medicine, but it's also what gave birth to acupuncture, acupressure. We get people who have been resistant to conventional medical therapy. They just want to try something. And sometimes it's a liver issue, you know, the new medications we're on, so forth and so on. People can't sleep at night, and it's growing. It's affecting more women than men. So we give simple exercises. When we say exercises, this Qigong is one of the systems that uses what we call the meridian system as a basis. It's probably the only exercise system that does that other than yoga.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love? Now we have to take a break. Then we're going to come back, and we're going to only have 4 minutes when we come back, and there's so much more. Got to go on that website, but you also have to find out about those workshops.
Yes.
Because when you were talking to me, and Chris, you were as well talking about insomnia, and then you have the whole scientific idea of what's going on in your mind when you use some of these processes.
Right.
And this is what is so wonderful. You'll learn all about this. Now we're going to talk about, of course, not only a literacy program, but another way you can find out much more about Cloudwalker Foundation. Oh boy, so much to talk about. We'll be right back. Don't go away. We have 60 seconds, and we'll be back talking about the Cloudwalker Foundation.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nations Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nations Helpline Medicare Supplement Team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
And we are back once again with Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn with the Cloudwalkers. And of course, they are the Cloudwalker Foundation, John Walcott, and of course, Chris Wind. And yes, he is Chris Wind right now as we're speaking.
Chris Wind.
And when you're into the martial art mode, you're one thing. And when you're an entertainer, you sing.
Music. Yeah, sing, dance. Do a little martial arts in that too.
All right. Oh, golly. Wait until you hear what he sings. Oh, fantastic. But John, you were talking, of course, about all of you working together too. And when we talked about the insomnia, we talk about seniors, there are certain things that you have discovered, and certainly through the scientific world as well, when medication isn't working for them.
Yes.
So, and you say Chris really works right along with you.
Oh, absolutely. He has a great teaching style. He reaches a lot of these seniors. They love him.
Yeah, I do. That's what I said.
Well,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
In high school, maybe.
That's why we love him. Oh, so you have so now the workshops though, and you have a list, or if you go on the site,
sure.
On your website.
Cloudwalker.com. What we try to do is teach people how to access, we call it shifting a neurotransmitter profile, activate their relaxation response. Sometimes the autonomic nervous system dysfunctions because of medication, because of diet, because of emotion, stress. So we teach different exercises, some of them very simple, that helps trigger that relaxation response.
Yes. That was what was so interesting, because as I mentioned to you, when I wake up in the middle of the night and I just can't get back to sleep, I recite the Lord's Prayer. And you said, that's wonderful, but there's also a reason, because you could have a song, you could have it's doing something scientifically in your body though.
Absolutely. Yes, it's activating your relaxation response. In some cases, old prayers, hymns, they solfegic tones, they fall under the category of not only stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, but again, when the relaxation response is activated, stress is not conducive.
See, this is what I love though, and I wish we had hours and hours, but this is just to kind of tease you, to let you know that there are workshops that are available for you. Go online, as we've mentioned over and over again, cloudwalker.com.
Right, Mondays. We have them on the last Monday of every month.
For seniors and for after-school programs. And Chris, you work with the kids as well?
Work with the kids, work with seniors. More so Qigong for the adults, and
what's
karate.
Qigong?
Qigong is exactly what we do. We you activate that healing response while you're moving. So it strengthens joints, it strengthens parts of your body that you can't really take care of when you're doing the other type of exercise that you're used to. So it's
wonderful. And I think what I have learned from you all is that when people have given up hope, this is what they need to do. They need to check with you, because there is a way. Yes. Now, we only have about 20 seconds left. Once again, it's cloudwalker.com.
Cloudwalker.com.
The after-school program, you have a literacy program.
Yes, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, after 6 o'clock, 1533 US 1 Kmart Plaza.
Oh boy, and you work with all of the different organizations around here as well.
Absolutely.
And while you're at it, get him to sing for you. Oh boy. All right, but that of course is another person, right? Chris? Okay, it's another guy. All right, John Walcott and Chris Wind, thanks so very much for coming on, giving us a lot of hope and a lot of encouragement too. And now I'm going to go home and go to sleep. Okay, we hope you enjoyed Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn.
Thank you.